300 Spartans almost defeated a whole Persian army. Can you imagine what us, 600 and something of us, can do together? Guys, it's time to grab the time travel machine and make history. Hello beautiful people, hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. And my subscriber count literally tripled overnight because the lovely Hannah Louise Poston kindly mentioned me on her channel and she made me blush incredibly hard, like legit all of the blood in my body kind of went to my face. It looked like a tomato. It was incredibly flattering. And I am very happy to have all of you guys here. I hope you will be here to stay. I hope that you will enjoy my content. I hope that I won't drive you away with all of the bad quality jokes and puns that will occur quite frequently on this channel, I'm sorry to say. I am incredibly happy, but also incredibly anxious because now I have like 600 people that pay attention to the shit that I put out in the world, and I think I'll need to adapt to this kind of responsibility and maybe become a good influence for the world. Or maybe not, because I'm kind of lazy and that's kind of a hard work. So today to do a video about my winter favorites. I don't do monthly favorites. I'm no big beauty guru. I buy more than the average person, but I certainly don't buy enough to have new favorites every month. I had some stuff pre-filmed. I had other videos that I had planned to do before this, but it would be kind of rude to not acknowledge all of you lovely people that came, dropped by and gave me a chance. So here I am today filming this one. But you know, enough of me awkwardly thanking you and appreciating your presence. Let's get down to business. I'm going to start with a palette. This is the Faced Just Peachy Mattes. This is how the inside looks like. As the name suggests, this is a collection of brown, peachy and rosy toned mattes. This is a palette that I have postponed buying for months because I thought that I would not use it enough, and boy was I wrong. Now, I recently started a new job, so that means that I must disguise myself as a natural makeup sort of person and not shock them from the first day with my whole bird of paradise rainbow look. So I have been using this obsessively, and I've been using this obsessively even before I changed jobs, especially in the morning shift when I am barely half a person when I wake up. This is the perfect thing to grab because any combo of shades that I can think of, they work well, they blend well into each other. Not only that, but they are incredibly easy to diffuse. And what I mean by that is that when you put them on with a fluffy brush, they fade away nicely at the edges, they fade away nicely into each other, they fade away nicely into whatever lid shade you choose. And I honestly love the formula. I love that it smells like peach. Like, this artificial Too Faced peach scent is like crack cocaine for me. I shat on Too Faced for the longest time, and then I took one whiff of the peach scent and I sold my soul to Jarrod. And the whiplash that I got from going from Too Faced and their childish bullshit to, oh my god, give me more peach scented stuff, is severe. Next item that I have in my favorites is a complexion product. This is the CoverFX Blurring Primer. I got this in a BoxyCharm a couple of months ago and I have been using it obsessively. So I have gone way past halfway on my holy grail blurring primer. Until I got this primer, I thought blurring primers were bullshit. At least for me, because I don't have that visible pores to really need one. But then I put this on and I legit look airbrushed. Not to mention that you need such a small quantity of it. It's so powerful, so nice. It does not clog the skin. It doesn't have any particular scents. So this is how the back of my hand looks like without any primer. Just, you know, regular hand. Let's put some primer on. So this is without primer. Here you've got the primer. And on my hand maybe it's not that huge of a difference, but on my face, legit, my pores disappear. It's honestly such a nice product. It's definitely a holy grail for me, and I will definitely repurchase. There is no reseller for CoverFX in Romania, so I'll probably have to order it from Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty, but completely worth it. Completely worth it. I saw that it's like $30, which is a bit pricey, but my reasoning is like this. If I'm going to use this very often, as I have until now, it's going to last me at least, I don't know, maybe half a year. So I would be paying for 6 months of use, even more, €5 a month or $5 a month, which to me, for airbrushed skin, you know, that sounds okay. And for my next complexion product, this is the Makeup Forever Water Blend. This is in R250. What I like about this product is that it is very light, very airy, indeed very watery, as the name suggests. Now, I prefer a lighter coverage. So what I really like about this is, one, the first pass you do with it, be it with a brush or your fingers. I haven't tried this with a beauty blender because it seems way too watery to use with a beauty blender. The first pass you get with it, it is a very light coverage that still lets a bit of my skin peek through, like my freckles, maybe a bit of redness on my nose. It does let all of that peek through, and I absolutely adore it. Then the second pass eliminates all of the redness that I have going on. My freckles aren't maybe as visible as before. So you can modify a bit the coverage of it all. The second thing that I like is that it fades away very evenly. For example, I did this look without the lipstick, of course. I put my makeup on at 7 AM this morning. Right now it's 10:15. A while, and I feel that the foundation faded away nicely, faded away evenly. There isn't any patchiness on my face. There aren't patches with more coverage than others. I cannot be mad at this. Seriously, holy grail material. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention, this is a bit fussy. I love it, but if you don't shake it very well before applying, it comes out incredibly watery, to the point of it being bothersome. If you shake it very well, it gets a very thin gel-like consistency that is much more easier to manage and apply. More from Makeup Forever, this is their Pro Light Fusion. I don't think there is any shade name for this. I feel that this is their only highlighter, at least the only one that I found available. This is how the compact looks like. It has this beautiful wavy embossing. I am a sucker for nice embossing. I bought this because I believe Mariah Leonard talked about this, and she said that it gave the most beautiful wet look to the skin, and I definitely agree. This blends like a dream. This is beautiful. This makes me look like a fairy, and I'm all about that. Let me swatch it real quick on the back of my hand for you. This is how it looks on my finger. This is how it looks on my hand. Like, as you can see, it's not a blinding highlight, but it does give the nicest sort of glow. Look at that. See? just a nicey glow that seems to be from your skin without looking too doctored, too applied, specially to look that way. Another complexion product that I have been really loving is the Pixi by Petra Multibalm and Wild Rose. This can be used on the whole face, on the lips, on the eyes, on the cheeks, of course. I have been using this non-stop. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is how it looks like. This is the shade Wild Rose. So this is how it looks like swatched. And this is how it looks like blended out. It gives me a very rosy toned, natural flush of color. It instantly makes me look more awake, more alive, more... It really is something else, and I absolutely do adore it. What I don't particularly like is that when I do apply it, I feel it tugs a bit on my skin. But this can be easily fixed by either using directly your fingers or a blush, but I'm lazy, so I apply it directly to the high points of my face and then blend it in. Another product that I bought because a YouTuber recommended it is the NYX Epic Liner Fine Liner. I bought this because my friend Alexandria Sutton talked about it. She said it's her holy grail liner. I was in the market for a new liner and I love this. This was worth every penny. Before my holy grail was the Essence 18 Hour eyeliner because it was the only eyeliner that my runny eyes, I mean that sounds super gross, sensitive eyes, so when there's a lot of sunlight or wind or it's very cold or the planets are aligned or I don't know, wrong planet is in my zodiac house or something, or Gryffindor loses points or whatever, my eyes start to water and most eyeliners just cannot handle that for shit. So the Essence one was very nice. It was waterproof, amazingly waterproof, but I did not like the applicator, so I was in the market for something new. It has a very fine brush tip applicator. I like that it allows me quite a bit of control to the brush strokes. I'm going to do a few brush strokes on the back of my hand and show you real quick. So it's bled out a bit because it's the back of my hand. It doesn't do that on the eyes because, you know, different skin. But as you can see over here, it really allows me to get a very fine point. If I let down the pressure on the point, it allows me to get thicker, it allows me to get thinner. It reminds me very much of the actual ink brushes that I use while drawing, and that tickles me a lot, and I like that. I really do like that. Also applies very black with a not a completely matte finish, but a satin type of finish, and I really like that. Lip products, I have two favorites. This is the Kiko Milano colored balm. This one is in blueberry. It looks quite intimidating when you roll it up. Actually, it just gives just a very sheer wash of color that is so nice. I also have one in red and I absolutely adore it. This is how it looks like with like 2 or 3 layers. It allows me to be a bit vampy, but not quite. Sport a strong lip without worrying too much about precision, specifically when I'm like half blind in the morning and I'm applying makeup. Look, just, you know, just half dead, half alive, somewhere in the place between the land of slumber and the living. We all know how much morning sucks, and if you're a morning person, I'm sorry, but you're an anomaly, you're special. Expect your Hogwarts letter very soon. The next favorite is the Essence Shine Shine Lip Gloss. I actually have 2 shades of this, one of them I left at work. Now, what I really like about this formula is that it is very sheer. It gives a sheer wash of color. This is it on my hand. I have this one in orange and the other one in pink. It is very luminous, very shiny without being sticky. Also, it's incredibly hydrating. and in the winter my lips just need every bit of hydration that they can get, so I particularly enjoy it. What I also like is that it has a bit of glitter in it, and even though the initial layer of product goes away, the glitter kind of stays on your lips without being gritty. Another favorite, this time it's not makeup related, but y'all are sleeping on H&M nail polishes, particularly their multi-chromes. Look at this. Look at this beauty. I also have another one of them on my hands right now. Let me show you. They're just so pretty. They chip in maybe 3 to 4 days for me, but I do a lot of stuff on with my hands, so I'm kind of hard on them. But I particularly love that they are very opaque in one layer. They apply very evenly. They last okay on me, like they have average lasting power, and they're also quite cheap. Then something I also like is the Burberry for Women perfume. This is a very warm scent, a very strong yet feminine scent. It's great for this cold weather. It's very gourmand, very sweet, reminds me of laying around in front of a fireplace and just being femme fatale. It just makes me feel instantly cozy when I wear it. It's flowery while also having something brown sugary in it. I'll check out the fragrance notes on Fragrantica and put it up here so you can see, but I absolutely do recommend it if you're into strong gourmand scents. Another non-beauty favorite, and this is a book. This is Ernst Haeckel, Art Forms in Nature. Now this book is filled, okay, I'm gonna put it on my knees, excuse the pajama pants. This book is filled with incredibly complex illustrations on natural life. Everything from fungi to just jellyfish and corals and marine life and bacteria and flowers. It is such an inspirational book. It really does make you appreciate all of the beautiful complexities of nature. Also, look at how beautiful. And it also makes you appreciate just the repetitiveness of it, the fractal beauty that exists in some forms. For example, in lots of seashells of this type and this type, also certain types of plants, ferns for example, a lot of plant and just natural life in general exhibits fractal patterns, and to me that is truly proof of the beauty and the delicacy and the intricacy of the universe and the relationship between the aesthetics of the macrocosmos with the microcosmos. And I'm completely nerding out, but this book is, if you are an artist, if you like to draw or paint, or you're a naturalist, or you just love nature and its beauty, I really do recommend getting Ernst Haeckel's book with these illustrations. And you gotta get it in hard format in mono, because I initially studied this digitally. I had a PDF of it, and let me tell you, having the actual thing in front of you and seeing all of these beautiful illustrations right in front of you and in your hands is truly a transcendental artistic experience. Oh my god, I am sorry, I sound so incredibly pretentious, but I do really love this book. And I'm curious to see what other beautiful things I will encounter until next spring, and how my tastes maybe will change, and not only with makeup but also with everything, because from season to season we change and mutate and transform. And as I get older, I'm not that old, I'll be 25 in February, but as I get older I realize how truly temporary our likes and dislikes and opinions and everything else is, and how we are not the same person from day to day, let alone from season to season. So I'm putting a lot more meaning to silly favorites videos than I should, but to me they're kind of proof of how amazing it is that we are so complex, that we change so easily. Okay, I'm done. I promise I'm done. This video is getting very long. These were my winter favorites. I'll do another favorites video in the spring, or at the end of spring actually, because you know you gotta use stuff for it to be your favorite. All shade at YouTubers that do favorites after using stuff after like 3 times. All the shade. That's not a favorite. That's whoever says that those are favorites are liars. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you have anything that you'd like to see, let me know. Like, I really want you guys to like me, you know? Like, there's a lot of peer pressure going on now because, yeah, you know, new people, I'm so awkward. Yeah, I'm done. I said I'm done, now I'm done. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye bye.